Hello, hello. Oh, a mess outside. Uh, anyway, check this microphone. No. What's going on here? Oh my god. What a mess. That's not Hope the volume is fine. There we go. Yeah, I've been waiting all day to pull on this. It's been pretty hard to actually not. So I don't even. Ugh. These draws. Your hype energy. Well, I mean, I hope that that works out for me. Not there. I was hoping I was gonna get it on the free, not the free, on the paid single, but no dice. Dog face. My dog is super involved. If I'm ever streaming at all, he's just great. Yeah, I know, I know, I know, doggo. Oh, big money! Hey, look at that. Get excited, Thor. Puppers. I missed the skip. Woof, woof. That's not it. That's not it. That is definitely not it. Okay, so not on the free, not on the single. Dog's flipping out. Dog's losing it. Papa Do, you got a comment. I'll get you a treat. Bam. 2 for 2. I'm okay with 2 for 2. That wasn't a trick. Ruff, ruff. I know, Popper. That is not what we want, no. And that is not what we want. Okay, so 2 pretty mediocre weapons. Big, oh god. Big penis? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't think I see it. Also not what we want. Okay. It's good. One of those could turn. They did not. They did not. All those patches. I mean, I'm at least gonna, like, I'm hoping I get it in, like, less than 10k. Hey, that's good. Double S. Big money! We got him. That was like, what, third? No, 1, 2, 3. That was the free one, and then 3 actual metal draws. So, hey! I can keep going. I want a 5-star. And that crappy purgatory machine gun, but we got the money. 3,000 medals. I'm gonna see if I can get some extra memories out of this. And then I'm gonna pull like 7, 10 draws if nothing. Pups, you gotta calm yourself. I know, it's crazy. You're following me whenever I like move the chair. You're insane, man. Puppers, we got it. Oh man, I hope that they heard you. You have such a weirdo bark. Hey, come here. Come here. Sit down, bub. The Purgatory machine gun? Yeah, it's not really good. I'm not like I'm not into the Gatling gun or the Purgatory machine gun. But I mean, people will argue with me about Purgatory all day long. Some people really like it. I really don't. And like that's the thing. Like a lot of weapons are viable, and most weapons are useful, at least in Jacobs. So it's not like, oh yeah, everything's garbage if it's not PvP viable. But I'm not into the machine guns. Yeah, let's get sniper. That's the other thing I'm looking for. Get that sniper. That is not sniper. That's not even ultimate armor. There's nothing like that. I gotta get... I'm gonna have to 5-star him. I mean, I hope to 5-star him today. I am getting a lot... oh, wait, one of those did actually turn into an S. Too many people are arguing with me on the Discord. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Purgatory is very good. I'll look at its skills again, but I'm not a big fan of those Gatling guns. And machine guns, like, from what I understand, the only really good machine guns are, like, shotguns. But, like, I'm a really PvP-focused player anyway, not sniper. So, a lot of my opinion, I guess, has a slant to it. Like, I'm gonna give a weapon or a character more value if they're better in PvP. Whoa, you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Sounded like my roommate just, like, smacked his head. And these pulls have been pretty dry, like, except for the early ultimate armor. They've been fairly dry. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair. Like, everybody's got their playstyle. Everybody has their preferred modes. Like, some people prefer race. I mean, all those people who fought over times in the Darkman race event, like, that ain't... I'm not about that. All right, well, that was 10. No sniper. 1 ultimate armor. I mean, I could pull some more and feel fine about it. I should probably see, like, where my patches and everything falls before I go, like, super ham on anything. That's fine. I mean, that's a 2-star right off the bat. I'm okay with this. I mean, that's a good start. Like I said, I'm okay with making some more pulls. Yeah, it's pretty spicy. Ultimate armor's my jam. Yeah, I don't like that people rag on other people for playing what they want to. It's kind of unnecessary. Like, why bother? What's really the game there? Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna convince somebody about, like, your opinion, and what does that really achieve? Like, congratulations, you were right. Like, whatevs. Yeah, a game's meant to be fun. Like, I play Mega Man because I love Mega Man. I play this game because, like, yeah, I'm a little weak to gacha. I like the gacha rush, but, like, I also really enjoy Mega Man, and especially, like, Mega Man X gameplay. So, like, and that's a lot of people playing the game right now. They've never played a gacha in their life. They're just in it because Mega Man, and that's understandable. Free ham. I got some free ham. I already had free ham. Already had the free ham. I mean, I benched her a while ago. Pull some singles. Yeah, a lot of people have forgotten that games are supposed to be, you know, fun. And I mean, a lot of people get fun from being competitive in games. So, like, you know, different strokes for different folks, I guess. But there's really no point in being a dink about it. It's like, yeah, so you're right, and you convinced people that you were right. I mean, there's a lot of differing opinions on this game, and it's because like all of these different weapon loadouts are super viable. Oh man, these bulls, they have not been super stellar. I'm just glad. I am glad I got him. Like, that's really all I cared about. These are just kind of like seeing if I can get... Oh, there's a trick. I like the fake door. We got real fake doors. Come on down. We have all your fake doors. Hey, there we go. It was a fake door. Fake door for ultimate armor. That's good. That's good. So like what, I need 60 for 3-star. So I need 1p.
35.50.
Math is power, man. Okay. So now I need like what? 80. And I have 50 is 100. Okay. I mean, Doomblade is oh, okay. So Doomblade is bad for PvP, but it looks like you enjoy using it for PvP, so you might invest in it. I mean, so yeah, I play Triangular Saber over Doomblade mainly just because like the reload speed, there's a huge difference in it, but the defense crush can be like a really big play anyway. It all really depends on like play style, loadout, and like, I mean, Doomblade's serviceable. It's not like it's trash. Am I like, you know, like I said, I use Triangular Saber over Doomblade, but like, Jacob's 34. It's a good example. I tried to do Jacob's 34 with Black Zero and Law using Tri-Saber and Grab Buster. I switched the Grab Buster out for Doomblade and ran 2 melee weapons, and it was like a huge difference. So for PvE, I mean, it's especially serviceable. PvP, you can sneak a lot of like surprise kills on people, but if you're trying to just like pizza cut out of brute force, Triangular Saber is just better because of reload speed and dash slash. See, I was really hoping like the 15 would just be like another easy ultimate armor. I guess like none of these are actually easy ultimate armors. They cost metals, they're not easy. I have him 3-star now. And this is the dilemma people find in gachas all the time. Everybody wants it like 5-star immediately, and I do. So I'm looking at ways that it would be efficient for me to do that without blowing all of my medals. Yeah. Or oh, missing one. Off 1 energy. Anyway, need that sweet, sweet Buster Mastery. So here's the question. do I go down to 10,000? Hoping for, like, maybe a 5-star, maybe a Sniper Buster. That is a good question. Like, this ain't doing it for me. 32 of 40 is killing me. I really need that. I know the rates on Sniper are, like, terrible. Yeah, 0.30760. Oh. You got a what?
I got a biochem on my first rip on it.
Yeah, I mean, I got a Doomblade. Yeah, it depends on how much I really want to 5-star it. And that's a good point. I mean, I do want to 5-star it. I'll make a few more pulls, and like I'm not gonna go at the worst. I'm not going below 10 grand. Just like I'm not too worried about Sigma right off the bat. I'm gonna shoot for him, but I'm not worried about just like heaving on his banner as hard as I can. Nightmare is a lot easier to 5-star if you're pulling on its banner because you're getting memories. It's a lot cheaper to 5-star it. But it's in standard, so like if you're pulling on Dive Fest banners, and like that's like your major goal is to rip on Dive Fest banners, you can pull anything out of the standard pool and just be lucky. But like you could also not pull it. So it's a real matter of are you afraid of missing out, and is it that important to you? Not going below 10k is a good spot. Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's more than I was, like, intending to spend on it, but not going below 10k is... Hey! It's fine with me. So I need, like, what, 100 for 5-star? Yeah, I need 60. Close. Like, I'm like 200 patches short of 5-star on him. That Sniper Buster though, because if I don't land it now,
you could always sell something.
I mean, I can sell a bunch of my memories, but do I want to?
Yeah,
but do I want to? Because I'm a hoarder. I hoard so much. Sometimes I forget that I have things that are ready to rank up because I'm hoarding. I don't know. I mean, I'm not super interested in these or these. I need 200 for a 5-star. Now, like, it's really the issue of do I want to save 3,000 more than I would have if I just kind of went for it.
Right, yeah.
You just go for it, just like risk it for the biscuit. Down to 10k, you're like, do it! Just get it done now. I want that sniper so bad. So yeah, this is the game just being like, I'm gonna show you how it is. I'm gonna give you the good stuff, and it's like the whole all B's 1A. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not going down to under 10k anyway. I could just get lucky. Like, you never know. Gotcha. That wasn't it. That definitely wasn't it. Cool, though. Now I only have to buy 20 memories. Whatever. Sure. Alright. This is the last one. 10,000 is the stop point. Aw, sad face. Sad times. Come on, one of those be sniper. All right, so we didn't get it. I mean, there's some sniper. Yeah, more UAX. I almost said like UAX. UAX. I mean, it's not like it's not a bust for sure. Boom. No sniper. No sniper. No sniper for both of us. We're bumming. It is sad. I mean, I'm pizza cutting as hard as I can in arena, and like honestly, I'm not super into the playstyle. I do it because, you know, it's kind of like the lower investment winning strategy. At least to me, but like I'd much rather play busters. Yeah, I got tons of patches. I got 11,000 weapon right now, 2,500. Like, I could probably just, like... I've been waiting to 5-star one of these, too. And, what do we got? He's 26 of 100, and she's at 17. Yeah, we both got 5-star ultimate armor. And that's really what this is about. Like, honestly, with all of the incentives and the buff drop rate, and I totally understand that 1% on a featured character isn't exactly great. Like, it's honestly, it's pretty crap. But like, there's only 6 characters on the banner. You only have a 2% chance to draw any character, and he takes up half of the character percentage on his own. So like, there is that. If you're drawing a character, you're more than likely drawing ultimate armor. And you're always going to have just a higher percentage chance on weapons, because that's how this game kind of boils it down and gotcha. Like, weapons are super important, though. You can roll people with B and A rank characters, and it's happened to me. So, I mean, I've had my 4-star Cinnamon killed by an Axel. It happens. It totally happens. So in a way, I think that weapons are way more important than characters, but everybody is in it for the characters, and I get that. You only spent a couple thousand more than I did. That's not bad. Like, so, I mean, when you consider it that way, like, you spent under 25,000 to 5-star rather than 25,000 to obtain the character. So, I mean, in that way, it's an infinitely better scenario than actually landing him on the pity or the guaranteed or whatever you want to give it a name for. So, it's way better. Congrats. I gotta get those abilities unlocked, but I guess I can go be obnoxious for a second. Oh, he's 5-star, that's right. That one. Just want to do this now so I don't forget about it. Oh yeah, super fortunate. Absolutely. I mean, the worst case scenario is like, you have 25,000 medals, you spend them all, and you just barely obtain the character. That is not a feel-good situation. And that's where pity's concerned. Like, I mean, I know a bunch of people had their heart set on getting lucky on the banner, and they didn't end up squeaking through, and that sucks. I feel bad for all those people. I mean, on Taiwan, I still haven't pulled Destructive Laser, and it's one of the only things I ever cared about. I actually, come to think about it, I think I've only pulled one limited weapon period. But like, I have great luck with characters for the most part. In Taiwan, I pulled. Oh wait, no, actually, I spent exactly the same amount of medals in both Taiwan and global to obtain Ultimate Armor. It was 3,000 each time. So, I don't feel bad about that. And like, I am happy about the 5-star. Do. I did miss playing Ultimate Armor. He's super awesome. Yeah, dude. Gacha is like super emotional. I mean, people will feel real bad about it. And it makes sense because like you're trying to beat the odds. The player is like the underdog in every scenario. It's like, you know, you got the big bad game devs pricing like their metals. It's well, not like pricing their currencies rather at like all these different rates. Gacha feels bad, and it is, you know, it is like by definition it's gambling. It's not a very fun like feeling. That gacha adrenaline, like it's really, I don't know. It just, I understand everybody's like their feelings on it. It's so hard to beat the odds, especially when it's like, you know, you got a 1% chance on a limited amount of rolls because not everybody pays for these games. Like free-to-play players make up a much larger percentage of the population than whales do. And that's just like statistical truth. There are not like a ton of people who have disposable incomes. I mean, there's a good amount of them, and they keep these games running. But like the free to play players are like they far outweigh whales for sure. So like they're all saving and scraping up every amount of currency they can get. They only have a limited amount of pulls. They get their heart set on it, and then it like bottoms out, and they don't get what they want, and that sucks. I understand how they feel. At the end of the day, you're glad your saving and hoarding resulted in a positive result. Just hoping you made it in that first 100. Yeah, that would be really awesome. But didn't you like report your pull at like, or like a minute after the banner came up? Oh man, not getting him on 11K sucks. I'm really sorry. That's no fun. That is no fun. Nobody likes that. It is lame. And I agree, like, when you're staring at that 1% chance to get a character, you're just like, come on. Like, 1% sucks. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and say, like, oh yeah, no, you should feel, like, lucky. No, it sucks. 1% sucks. You can't truly buff McWhalen. Whenever I think of that, all I can think about is, like, the, Freezing Dominator. That weapon's gonna be so good. Hate targeting. Sometimes targeting just like really bothers me when it's like trying to force me at the mobs and I want the player. So yeah, your first pull was like on 7,000. That's not bad. 7,000 on 1%'s like that's definitely beating the odds. Like it's a 6% chance to pull any S rank, but you only have 1% chance of any of that being ultimate armor. Only a 2% chance for it to be a character. Like I did the math on 130 pulls. That's like 13 10 draws, and it was like they got like seven S draws out of it, and that was like just a tiny bit below probability average because it was like 7.8 is 6% on 130 draws. So like and you're not ever gonna see it like ever come out exact because like you could be in any curve of the probability. Because I mean, probability is like a range, in like so to speak. Because you're not gonna ever see like in a small sample size, you're not gonna see the full range of that probability for the 6% chance. You're gonna have to pull like what 1,000 times to get like a good percentage, but like still probably won't be large enough of a sample size to really get it to pan out exact. I mean, that guy was, you know, being slightly below par. That's decent. I got like, I didn't count. I should have counted. Because I did 20. And I got like what, a Doomblade, 2 Purgatories, a Napalm's Head. I pulled Ultimate Armor like what, 4 times? Furham. What else did I pull? Almost all of it. Just debating whether or not to finish 5-star on Ultimate Armor or save patches for getting Black Zero closer to 5. Melee Mastery is really nice on Black Zero, but he performs like super insanely at 4-star anyway. But like 5-star on Ultimate Armor gets you Buster Mastery. Honestly, for the double Nova Strike, I would 5-star command for not command mission. Oh no, you are saying command mission. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I'm super biased against command mission. I shouldn't give you my opinion on that guy. I don't like him. I think the design's kind of neat, but I think it's doing a lot. I think that the character, like everybody looks at the damage numbers and they're like, "Oh my god, it's so crazy," and then like he's just so stupidly easy to bait. As far as like how much money I threw down, I do not remember, but I've been saving since like launch. I pulled some on like Furham's banner. No, I pulled some on the Super Mega Man banner trying to get Sniper, and I pulled some on the Command Mission banner for Grab Pulse, and I got that. But I didn't get nearly enough to like 5-star it. I got it like 3-star, which I'm probably going to 5-star it. Oh, on Ultimate Armor pull, I put down like 20,000 medals, but I pulled him on 3,000. I had 30. To put me to 30, I spent like $20 today because I was at like 28 or something. And then I collected my arena rewards and placed GA, so I get 1,000. So that put me to 29. So spent like maybe $20 today, and like I spent some during early access, but the rebates were insane. You're gonna throw down $30. I mean, if you really want the character and you really want to try it, I mean, more power to you. I don't pretend to tell people what they should be doing with their money. If you feel like you can budget it, that's your choice. Totally. You really want him, the only character in the game you want, then like I mean, if it's meaningful for you and you get the $30 and go for it, and yeah, good luck. Honestly, because like. I mean, I love Ultimate Armor. It's why I was in for it. He's one of my favorite characters to play in the game. I'm glad we're up to this point finally. I knew he was going to be first dive best, but like you can just judge that by looking at Taiwan anyway. But yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Now I'm gonna be waiting for. Like, the next character I really care about is probably Tax. I'm probably gonna pull on Awaken Zero, though. Just, like, a little bit. Just a little. But I'm gonna skip Iris. I wish I had an option just to mute Rico. And have that be the only voice that I mute in the game. Can't stand it. It's so insane. I don't like listening. It's box time. You already have 83 for command mission. You know selling them is stupid, so you think you'll leave command mission where he is and try to focus on Black Zero. If you're 4-star on command mission and you're sitting on like 83 memories for him, like I'd just go to 5-star. At the very worst, like, you're gonna have a character that's really strong in Jacobs and Raid, and like you're gonna have a passive power boost. Tax and Awaken Zero would be amazing. Hopefully you can save up enough for Tax again. Yeah, I mean, Tax is like really a prize. He's a super strong character. I don't know why people would be really against him. Like, he is super strong. Like, you hyper chip and card shot somebody and it's pretty much game. But like, you gotta be, it's the same as Ultimate Armor. You gotta be really good on your timing. Latency wise, Global's in a better position than Taiwan. So like, there's gonna be a lot of changes. Like, a lot of things will not be as viable as they were on Taiwan because of latency, and some things are probably going to be more viable because of Global's kind of better latency. Like, Gator Fang is going to be really insanely strong because you're going to be able to be like more accurate with it, whereas Iris is going to be a lot weaker because she's not going to have like super laggy invisible mines. So, I mean, it's a toss-up. Looking at his passives and his cards, durability is amazing. You know, I mean, that's a fair call. I concede to the fact that like he's a raid powerhouse, and his cards, the bonus damage from sprayers on top of the assault rifle or machine gun damage, that's pretty good. So, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, poo-poo on command mission Ultimate Armor. He's not really my playstyle. But he is a really strong raid character. I mean, that's really all about damage and surviving. So, he seems like a real easy win there. I think I've seen some videos where people pull some pretty insane damage just with command mission. So yeah, I'd sit on the 83 and just kind of work on it. It seems worth it. And if you want to focus on Black Zero, like, it's going to be an investment that's going to, you know, give you a lot of bonuses. It's a long-term sort of thing. Black Zero is good in every mode, so I mean, I just do the lazy race thing and run through with Black Zero instead of Marino. But I mean, she's probably better for it anyway. I'm just lazy. I haven't gotten her cards yet. I'm so sad that I can't do ranked. I hate the pause between seasons. Let's see. Let me make it interesting. So sad I don't have any Sniper Buster. So sad. The One Mart. I love people's names sometimes. I've seen so many good names. I love the ones that are especially like, I mean, here's just like an example. PvP God. Like, I love those names. How long is downtime for ranked seasons? I think it's like a week. Pretty sure it's a week. Passively build. Yeah, passively building him and while you're focusing on Black Zeros, that's a completely sane realization. I mean, you're less than 20 to 5-star on command mission. I wouldn't bother like spending it. We don't even have raid mode out right now. 4-star, he's going to be confident in anything that you want, like damage and durability outside of PvP, so that seems reasonable to me. And like Black Zero, you want to, he really like his strength kind of, whoa, hey, wait a second. His strength kind of gets really up there when you get the mobility increase. I haven't gotten melee mastery yet. He performs just fine without even needing it. But, like, of course, melee mastery would make it better. But obviously, you can just kind of, like, tease your way through rank anyway. Snowy sprayer and just kind of, like, run around screaming at stuff, I guess. That's what I do. I just miss how strong Sniper Buster is. Anybody sleeping on it, I think, is making, like, a big mistake. Like, when Destructive Laser comes out, Laser's gonna be better than Arrow. Just run Sniper and Laser. You get stun and raw damage. It's good to me. Is he just trying to, like, die? I think he is. That's the other thing. I really don't like practice. People just come in for the gallery wins and gallery progress, and then, like, act like I'm, like, a bad tryhard because I enjoy the mode. I like to play PvP. I'm good at this PvP. That makes it more fun, right? Kinda wish you had spent the patches that you spent for Command Mission. Probably would have gotten to Black Hero 5-star. Yeah, I mean... But, like, you got plenty of time to 5-star Black Zero, right? Like, there's no rush. What star is he at right now? Like... I mean, his speed bonus, yeah, that's sweet for Arena, because, like, nobody can run from it. It helps counter shield effects, that's good. But, like, for race mode, I mean, if you're really trying to win at race, like, Marino is probably a better choice anyway. So, depending on where you have him, like, if there's no rush, like, you can slow roll it. Only at 1-star? Forget what ability that is. Yeah, that's right, there's no passive on it. It would be 3-star, but you get the Savage Pursuit, 4-star and 5-star. I mean... 1-star, what does it give you for... I think it doesn't give you these ones, I think those are 2-star. Yeah. I mean... It's really not even that big of a deal. Like, you got a 5-star command... You have a 4-star command mission, you have a 5-star ultimate armor. You're gonna focus on Black Zero now and slow roll command mission to 5-star. I mean, it seems fine. You're gonna get a lot of mileage out of ultimate armor anyway. I beat right before Global came out, I was still playing around with Ultimate Armor. You get a lot of mileage out of him. I'm not saying that, like, oh my god, he's the best character ever, because he's probably the most power-crept die-fest character that we're gonna see. But, like, I mean, like I said, you get a lot of mileage out of him. He's good. And you're gonna see him all over the place for the next week. All over the place. Everybody is gonna have command mission. Why do I keep doing that? Everybody's gonna have ultimate armor. Probably because, like, I always confuse them with their both being ultimate armors. I don't know. But yeah, you're gonna see just everybody running ultimate armor. Yeah, this guy's gonna give up. I didn't go into the rank simulation. He is fun to use. Like, what's not fun about friggin' Nova Strike? What is not fun about that? I'm... hate practice. Yeah. But I mean, it's all I got right now. No ranked. Gives me the feel bads. Now I'm gonna be sitting here on Mega Man X Dive lost. Like, what do I do? It's gonna be one of those memes with like the fading images of that guy. What's that? Yeah, back-to-back Nova Strike is super strong. I remember that he wasn't that crazy. That was like a second buff that he got. His first buff was for the charge shot, and that was like really early on, and they just buffed the damage of it. And then I haven't played for a bit, like after a while, because just I like ranked, and the latency on Taiwan makes me want to punch myself in the face. Even when my connection was like good, it was still bad. So like I took a significant break because I knew global would be happening. But like they put another buff on him that made it so you could like double Nova Strike. And I don't know if I'm gonna go back to like the defense crush on Nova Strike just because 10-second intervals for double Nova Strike is pretty dumb. I don't know what he was doing. Oh wait, no, he was going for the health and just running. Okay. Ah, oh, missed on the second one. Yeah, I mean, I'm not terrible. I'd like to think I'm pretty okay at ranked. So, whatever. Not the best. I can't beat... Like, I'm gonna go ahead and admit it. I can't beat, like, the first on Gallery. Lenny is really good. He is very good at the game. I hope that didn't freeze. That actually happens sometimes. No, that's a freeze, I'm pretty sure. Well, Sin Loki, 42. Enjoy your win. That's the only problem. Like, I hope that Global gets the Steam release. Having, like, a really stable client would be nice. BlueStacks is not stable. I've tried a lot of things to get it to be, like, completely stable, and it just never holds for long enough. It always ends up going back to, like, random freezes or a random crash here and there. Sometimes, like, yesterday, every time I started up X Dive, it would go into the initial load, and then it would crash. Every time. And then it stuck, and that was fine. But then I play a bunch of rank back to back and then get a freeze and have to close it, get a loss. It's not that big of a deal in practice at all, but like, yeah, see, battle was finished, returning to base. That's a common thing. Is like, I'll get the freeze loading into the match. What is happening now? How am I on the other side? Okay. So now I've gone from player 2 to player 1 in limbo. Huh. That's cool. I actually have not received any weird bugs or glitches in the global client yet. This is the first one, and I got it on like actual video. I haven't gotten one of those weird ones where people died after they won in arena or like anything really weird. So cool. I wonder what happens when time actually runs out on this. Do I just like get another loss? Does it go back? Because I can't. I can click, but that's about it. I got a timer in clicking. That's cool. And I think this is a new one. I haven't seen this where you start out on player 2 side, have a connection issue, go back into the game, lose the match, and then become player 1 in a completely empty lobby. That's wild. What is... Probably not going to wait the 3 minutes. Though I may start a coffee. Dude, this could be like the most boring 3 minutes on Twitch. Get an award, motherfucker. Sir, you had like the most boring 3 minutes on Twitch. That's illegal. Yeah, I'm probably not going to actually sit and wait that out. That's ridiculous. But there's proof. It happened. I wasn't just crazy. I didn't just make it up. Goodness. What, puppers? What's up, Pupperdoo? Pupperdoo, how about you? My silly doggo. You big smush face criminal. Roof, roof. Yeah, just smash your head right off that desk, man. I know. I know. So hard to sit up here in my seat. It's so sad. It's so sad, puppers. Oh, got yourself too worked up. You're gonna start choking. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, I have a yeah, isn't he like a pug Boston Terrier mix, lady? Yep. So he's a pug. A bug. Yeah, he's definitely more pug than terrier. But he's a big dope. He's like 30 pounds of pug. He's huge. Yeah, I know. You gotta stop getting yourself worked up. You start choking, man. Not good. Not good for you. Ah, dog. I love the music in this game. It's always like this crazy rave. Oh no, just out of habit, I clicked on rank. So I'll probably play a few more matches, and then we'll probably call the stream, because I do want to... I'm actually going to be archiving this on YouTube. This might be... Depending on what's going on, this might actually be the last stream I have as an affiliate on Twitch. I'm probably going to go through the process of having my affiliate status removed so I can stream onto YouTube instead. And also stream onto Twitch and not violate any agreements. Because there's a lot of crazy stuff that has been happening with the raids and, you know, everything. And I don't know, there's always like this crazy pressure when you're streaming on Twitch, and when content that you produce is like predominantly streaming, like there's just like huge pressure to just be constantly streaming or have no growth. So yeah, I think that I kind of prefer how YouTube does it. Guy's just gonna give me the win. Thanks, Ace Legend. What are the prizes for raid bosses? Generally speaking, I think medals, but don't quote me on that because I don't remember. But I do know that there are S-class memories. Like I remember, I think the first raid that I saw had like second armor X memories in it, and it was like, you know, a pretty generous amount. Like it wasn't a super small amount or anything, but you do have to like really bust ass on raid to get on the rankings, because you're gonna have like people who play global that played Taiwan who know how to do like 500,000 damage runs and stuff like that. But I mean, it also really depends on characters, weapons. Like I think that there's some bonuses for the raids, but it's generally like the same kind of stuff, like weapon experience, skill point, memories. I think, you know, Zenny is rewarded like everything. So kind of like the stuff that you would expect to see, but in a pretty decent amount. I never found myself like upset with raid rewards. Taking it out. No. What's up, dog? Yeah. The whole time I'm sitting in here, I'm just like, man, I really wish I had Sniper Buster. It is sad not having it. I was really hoping to get it. Really hoping. It's super bummer, but yeah. What can you do? It's the gacha ways. Like, you're not always, there's just never really any way to brute force the draws without money. And, like, I can't justify, you know, spending tons and tons and tons and tons because I didn't actually land the weapon I wanted. So we're just gonna hope that in a later banner we get lucky and a Sniper Buster drops out. Really hope. I hope it doesn't end up being like Destructive Laser and just never see it. I had it on Taiwan. Well, I mean, I guess I still have it on Taiwan, I should say. Like, I want it now. I want that Sniper Buster now. Thinking about it, I'm just like, ugh. Like I'm throwing this match, and I'm just so bummed about the snipers. My heart breaks every time I think about it. No, I'm kidding. It's just a game. Ow. Killed by the tornado. That's a new one. Tuppers, what are you doing? What you doing, Pops? Thor, what you doing? Thor, what you doing? Hi. What's going on, doggo? That was pretty clever. He avoided my Nova Strike with his headbutt. That was smart. Look at you. Magic knows the deal. You're gonna play more conservatively in terms of buying medals and packs, gonna dolphin a bit more controllably. Yeah, I mean, people say gacha responsibly. I mean, it's super true. It's way too easy to get sucked down this hole and like worry about missing out on having all the things. Like you saw it in like what was it? Yeah, Brave Exvius. There was that article on Reddit. This guy who spent like thousands and thousands of dollars chasing all of his favorite Final Fantasy characters from gacha banners, and Brave Exvius was like especially punishing because I played that game once upon a time as well, and I remember sinking a good amount of a paycheck into a banner and coming out feeling pretty bad about it. And I was like, I don't think I can keep playing this game. So, yeah. I can't imagine, like, what he was doing, which was, like, taking out, like, credit cards and transferring balances from one credit card to another, and then just continuously buying and buying and buying and buying and buying, spending, like, all of his, like, family's savings, like, him and his wife. It's wild stuff. Always be responsible with these sorts of games, because it is gambling, and it is really easy to get addicted. It's really easy to think, you know, like, just one more pack, like, one more purchase, and then, like, 20 minutes later, you're $100, $200, $300 down. It gets, you know, there's way worse stories than that. So, yeah, I think that's a good idea. And the game gives you plenty of currency on the regular anyway. Yeah, livelihood first. Pay bills. If you have a family, take care of your family. Like, feed yourself. Keep a home. You know, the important stuff. The things that you can't live without. Because you can totally live without the brand new character on a video game. I get the suffrage and how people, like, feel about gacha, but man, it isn't enough to destroy your life over. That's for sure. And that's why we, you know, you put spending limits on yourself, something like that, you know? Budget a certain amount of money a month that you can do without, and then you can, you know, just spend that on your crutch, whatever. And I find that sometimes watching other people pull on banners that you like can kind of help. I mean, or even just pull on anything can kind of help you curb the want to draw or summon or whatever you want to call it. If you feel fortunate as it is, been with the version since day one, feel like you don't feel like you missed anything. Oh man, definitely not. I mean, especially since global launched with way more features and game modes than Taiwan did. Like, I mean, everybody in global from day one is getting kind of a fuller or deeper experience with the game in general, because, like, there's way more story missions than was in launch on Taiwan, way more boss challenges. Jacobs wasn't in launch, Race wasn't in launch. You know, nobody was thinking about raid mode at the time. Like, we just had kind of, like, I don't know, Mike, what was it? We had maybe like 9 or 10 storyboards, arena, boss challenge, events and stuff like that co-op. We didn't even have single player mode in co-op. Like, if you couldn't find a co-op match with anybody, you were just SOL. So, I think that a lot of people are trashing global and like, oh, global's worse than Taiwan launch. I mean, global has like a much more enriched experience, I guess you'd say, because there's just a lot more content to play. And characters alone and weapons alone, that's not content. It's stuff to do with those characters. Character releases and stuff like that, that's the way for the company to make money. But like game modes and like features that are hard baked into the game, that's what you play, that's what the content is. But characters alone can't be considered content. You can continue playing Taiwan kind of just fine playing with launch characters. But, like, you know, yeah, super base is a problem, and I get that. We won't pigeonhole ourselves and talk about every busted character and how they kind of warped a lot of playability. A lot of characters got buffed specifically because other characters were busted. So, there is that. Yeah, Nebula Joy has a lot to juggle at the start in Taiwan. I fully agree. Yeah, Nebula Joy has their hands full. Like, it's a big name project. They got it from Capcom. Like, it's no small deal. And they're kind of, I mean, I don't pretend to know the inner workings of what their development has to do or is doing. But like, it's not as easy as just like relaunching a client. It can't be that easy. I mean, obviously, it doesn't sound like it's that easy. I'm not a developer though, so I can't pretend to know what I'm talking about there. I believe that you're totally right. They're a small team. They've got a lot to deal with. There's been a lot of hiccups. There's been a lot of people trying to like intentionally make the game seem worse than it is. Like there's a lot of different things going on. I think they're doing a pretty decent job, and I think they're trying really hard to meet players halfway. Because like the dive fest like login bonus for 500 medals, that was cool. Like the incentive on like first 100 players to pull him gets a kickback. That's cool because like, I mean, if you thought that like buying medals was going to give you more of an edge on pulling ultimate armor and getting the kickback, like it's whoever pulled it the earliest. So if you have to buy medals to re-up because you missed him on the pulls that you did when it when the banner actually dropped, like you're already way too far behind and you're not going to get that kickback. So like whaling significantly was not going to help you for that sort of event. It was just whoever was quickest, and that could have been like a bunch of the people got it on like they ripped the paid single ultimate armor right there. They ripped their free 10 draw ultimate armor right there. Like those are the people who at banner drop got it on their single or their free draw. Those are probably right in there, but I expect it was gone in second. It's only 100 people. If you have a level of basic understanding, not even technical, we just, on a certain level, we get it. To be hard to them is, yeah, I mean, a lot of people are directing a lot of anger towards them, and like, there's been a lot of problems that they fielded pretty well. There's been a lot of problems that have happened with the game, but like Taiwan launch wasn't without problems. Like I play a bunch of other games that they've had problems, like Square. Square put a big update in on Final Fantasy XIV, and it broke like all of the worlds. Everybody who was on a different server who had traveled like using the in-game world travel feature, they were stranded on that world for a week. They couldn't get off it. They couldn't go to their their home server. They were stuck on someone else's server, unable to do a significant portion of things that you can do in the game because it's non-functional when you're on a different world for a whole week. And this is Square Enix. So, huge company, week-long problem, significant issue for players. Like, I mean, people lost stuff during that time. And like, to think that like just because this client exists with another company that this was going to be a flawless launch is really naive. And I think Nebula Joy is doing the best that they can. And I think they're doing a lot better as time goes on. Like they're listening to players, they're addressing issues, they're being very vocal about what they're doing. Yeah, bugs happen. Absolutely. And they're going to happen so long as you have live games. They can just happen randomly. They can happen because, like, I mean, your sandbox client in-house, like your internal client, you could put the update on it and it could go just fine. But when you integrate the update into the live client with hundreds of thousands of players at times, all hammering the server at once, it's going to be a completely different ballgame. That's why all these companies do like live testing with alphas and betas and get large volumes of players to actually participate in them, because that's where you're going to see the bugs. It's when you have a large amount of players actively experiencing the game, you're going to see the bugs crop up a lot more often. Because, I mean, not everybody has these bugs. Well, with the exception of like the event, everybody had that bug, obviously. Like I'm fully aware that people are gonna rage at me for my opinions on things, and if I go saying like that not all the bugs affected everybody, someone's gonna definitely point out all of the bugs that affected every player, and I get that those were existent. I'm just saying, like, most bugs they're going to show up only in the live client. They're not going to show up before you launch the update. So that's when you're going to see the bugs. Updates are going to come in, something's going to break. Probably. If it doesn't, that's cool. That's awesome. And I mean, Taiwan has gotten a lot better with their client over time, and Global is going to get a lot better with their client over time. But launch month is usually like the roughest time for a game in general. So I can understand where they are with it. I can understand the pressure on them, and I can understand players being upset because a lot of these things have been pretty bad. Like, I do understand that not getting your purchases, insane. Like, that is like one of the things that has to be happening. If you're paying money, you should be getting what you pay for, period. There shouldn't be issues. That should all be done and perfect. Yeah, coding is very fragile. You put in one different character than it's supposed to be and the whole thing's forked. Like, coding's super fragile. Final Fantasy XIV is built on the original coding for the original version of the game, and it creates problems for the new coding of the game. So, I mean, coding is hyper complicated, super fragile, and it's not just as easy as, yeah, just rewrite it. But, anyway, I think that I'm pretty satisfied with that draw, and I'm going to call it on the rest of this stream. I think that we got exactly what we were looking for. No Sniper Buster, but 5-star Ultimate Armor. That was really the goal. I'll get Sniper after I keep smashing. Yeah, so I noticed that somebody had said, oh yeah, just go to Jacob's Orbital Elevator for Sniper Buster. I am aware there's enough Sniper Buster memories in there. I just have to brute force my way through 3 rounds of Mad Nautilus because I hate this boss, even though I can do it just fine. It's because he has so many health bars that it's just an endurance effort. Probably had a few 10 pulls that were all Bs. You don't even remember. Personally, don't even really care. I mean, well, if you really think that you had a few 10 pulls that were all Bs, that is a distinct issue. And you should absolutely message UAX and tell them about it, because at the very least they can take a look at your account and either confirm or deny it happened, and if it did actually happen, you can get compensated for what you're supposed to get. Or however they're compensating, whatever they're doing in recompense, I guess. Yeah, brute force. So, I'm totally gonna get those shards, or memories rather, after I spend the time doing this. And I don't have second armor, so I don't get the second bonus. But I think that we're gonna call it tonight. I'm gonna probably play a bit of video games with the wife before she heads to bed. And my next stream will probably be on YouTube, actually. But I always forget this. I'll actually be... My next stream will probably be using a restream service to stream to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I just have to remove affiliate status to do that. I think I just prefer content on YouTube. I like making videos. I like letting them perform on their own later. So I just think it's a... Honestly, I'm just kind of at my wit's end with Twitch. You send them a message, just check, not really looking to get compensated, but you give it a shot. Hey, I mean, you know, that's admirable and everything, but like, if you spend premium currency or money in a game, you should definitely get what you were supposed to be getting 100% of the time. It's about the company making good on promises, and, you know, what's the phrase I'm looking for here? I mean, it's definitely making good by players, and it's staying good by players. And I think that's like a really critical component that a lot of these game devs don't look enough at, is having a good relationship with their players when things go shitty. It really needs to happen. And I think that Nebula Toy is doing an insanely good job at that. And as long as they're on top of things when they go wrong, that's fine. Things can happen, things can go wrong. As long as it gets fixed and they come through with what they promise, it should be fine. And I don't see the reason to, like, you know, get out the torches and pitchforks and scream compensation at the drop of a hat. They're gonna do good. I honestly believe that these guys love the game and they want it to do well. And I really think that's it's just, I mean, here I am stuttering, not even thinking about the words I want. I think that it's super important to care about what they're doing. So every time I speak to them, that's kind of like the feeling I get. They really care about it, and they care about the players. I mean, you saw UAX was in asking people if they were having fun, like how their draws were going. I haven't seen that in any of the other officially run mobile game communities that I've been in. Like, it seemed like he was genuinely interested. I think that's awesome. And yeah, man, thanks for dropping by. I really appreciate it. It was cool hanging out, and super happy about the Ultimate Armor. And I'm definitely pumped you got your 5-star one too. Good vibes all around. So yeah, I mean, you'll see me again. I'm not gonna be off Twitch, just on YouTube. And this video will be going live on YouTube whenever Twitch releases it for me to do what I want with it, which is another gripe I have. I can't do anything with my content until a period of time, and it kind of sucks. Yeah, no, that was really awesome how UAX was like on super early in the morning. He was right there trying to make sure everything was going well. When there was an issue, he was addressing it. He was making sure players were having a good time. Like, I think that that's just not something that gets looked at enough. So, I mean, these guys are really kind of on the ball. But yeah, I'll definitely catch you later, dude. Thanks for dropping by.